don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do.
That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now he's unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphries, Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello and welcome, my brother from another mother and my sister from another mister. How are you? Welcome. Happy week between Christmas and New Year's. My name is Rusty Humphries. We are being brought to you by or powered by the nice folks at Right Wing News. You can also see us at Liberty Uno TV. That's Liberty One TV. And we are brought to you tonight by the HearMeOut app, which I encourage you to download. If you've never played with the HearMeOut app, it's like Twitter, except it's talking, 42 seconds. And they have assured me they are not going to censor conservative messages. And I'm having fun out there. I've been playing kind of a little game, trying to figure out where I'm at, which is kind of fun. And then some politics. Some great people are on there. My good friend Chuck Woolery's there. Larry King has been on there lately. And you can be on there too. All you have to do is download to your smartphone the HearMeOut app. And if you download the app and follow me, Rusty Humphries, before midnight New Year's Eve, and if you type hashtag Rusty in any one of my posts, or if you post and do hashtag Rusty, you're going to be in the drawing for a $100 gift card for Amazon that I will be giving out before the new year begins. So do it. Join me on HearMeOut app. You're going to love it. It's a lot of fun. And again, we are going around the mainstream media and the major social media groups who are censoring conservative talk. They need to be taught a lesson, and we need to go around them. So find me on the HearMeOut app. Download it on your phone right now. Okay? Let's see. So, I have a question up there. If you're listening on the podcast, hello, welcome. If you're watching us on Facebook or Liberty One TV, how are you? Should Obama shut his trap when he travels overseas? The answer is yes, by the way. I've never heard a president, ever, after he got out of office, yap as much as Obama. And oh, does he think he's smart? Oh, he's so smart. And the liberals, see, here's the thing about liberals. It's always style over substance. He didn't say anything. Well, I'm cool Obama. You see, I'm going to try to use a couple of big words. I'm going to try to use a couple of big words. I'm not going to really say anything. But the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to attack Trump without saying anything. But I'm going to do it in a way everybody knows. So I look good. Trump looks like an ass. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm Obama. Too cool. I don't know if you saw this interview, a little bit of this interview with Prince Harry. Play a little bit of it here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Then I'm going to get some of your comments. We'll check some of your check-ins too. Listen to this dumbass Obama.
One of the dangers of the internet is that people can have entirely different realities. They can be just cocooned in information that reinforces their current biases. The question, I think, really has to do with how do we harness this technology in a way that allows a multiplicity of voices, allows a diversity of views, but doesn't lead to a balkanization of our society, but rather continues to promote ways of finding common ground.
Prince Harry also asked the former president some quick-fire questions.
How are you, William?
William right now.
Titanic or The Bodyguard?
Titanic.
Suits or The Good Wife?
Suits, obviously.
Great answer. Cigarettes or gum?
Gum now, baby.
Gum. White House or Buckingham Palace?
White House, just because Buckingham Palace looks like it would take a really long time to mow.
Okay, fair enough.
A lot of upkeep.
Queen or the Queen?
The Queen.
Okay. Mr. Comedy, Barack Obama. Now, listen, I don't mind that Harry does this stuff. He's a young guy. He's lived a sheltered life his whole life, and I get it. Now, by the way, if you treated Harry that way, I wonder if they'd think it was so cute. Probably not. But let's see here and see what you have to say about what Obama just said. Now, again, we all know that this was a slam on Trump. The other thing we all, let's not forget also, Obama used the internet quite a bit. He used the internet. You want to talk about somebody that manipulated an election using social media. It wasn't the Russians. It was the Obamas in the first election when they used Facebook the way they did. Nobody had ever done it before. Complete manipulation of the messaging, of the minds of the American people. Yes, I said it. You were brainwashed. He didn't say anything. Well, we're going to have puppies, rainbows. We are the ones we've been waiting for. It's like, what the hell did you just say? I don't know, but we were looking for hope and change. And I'm sitting there going, are you people listening? Is he saying anything? He didn't say a damn thing. All right, let's see your check-ins here. By the way, don't forget to check in. I want to know what's on your mind today. Barbara is in Washington State. Kevin says Obama needs to shut his pie hole. Ann agrees with me. Brian agrees with me. Danny agrees with me. Yes, shut your pie hole, Obama. Lawrence, yes. Kenny says no, he should not shut his cake hole. Okay, Kenny, why not? Jim's watching. Christian loves tacos. Oh, but don't we all? Thank you, Christian. Although today's not a Taco Tuesday. Today would be a, what's today? Today's Wednesday? What would Wednesday be? A Wedgie Wednesday? I don't know what Wednesday is. But it's not Taco Tuesday, so I don't know why you'd even bring that up. Jamie checking in from Canada. Joe thinks Obama should shut his pie hole. David says, hell yeah. Brian thinks Obama needs to go away. Leisha says Obama thinks he's still relevant. He's just a joke. Joe says, yes, I hope he shuts up. Sarita says, oh, traitor. He should absolutely shut his trap when he's abroad, but at all times. What part of X does he not get? I'm guessing ex-president. Timothy's in North Carolina, deplorable. Bob says he's the greatest Muslim president ever. He's probably right. Raul's in El Paso. Lori says yes. Monica says yes, he needs to shut his pie hole. Joan says yes, we've had enough of this guy. Karen checking in from Oregon. Rachel says he should just hush it anyway. Carla says, hell nah, Obama is still my president. So you don't believe in the Constitution and of... See, this is the problem with liberals. When they don't get their way, like children, they just pretend that something isn't what it is. They pretend that Trump didn't win, or they want to pretend that Obama's president, or pretend many things that political correctness would have us believe. Pretend that Jerusalem isn't the capital of Israel. Pretend that college students have something reasonable to say. A lot of pretending going on in liberalism and liberal land because, as my friend Michael Savage would say, liberalism is a mental disorder, and they prove it on a regular basis. Now, again, there are good people that are Democrats, and we can agree to disagree as long as you're trying to further the cause of America, as long as you're trying to make the country and the world a better place, I'm with you. But when you think that America is the cause and the root of all problems in the world, you're wrong. I'll say it again. You are wrong. No country has done more to help the cause of freedom and prosperity than the United States of America. No country has ever solved more crime, more wars, more poverty, more disease. No country's done more for the world than the United States of America in the history of the world. And yet liberals always are able to find something to bitch about. You know, part of it's because they've lived this sheltered life, most of them. The limousine liberals where, oh, well, I've had it so good, and so I need to suffer so I can understand what the rest of the world is. Well, travel a little bit. If you want to go out there and help some nice folks like I have in Sudan and Darfur, you want to go to Cambodia like I have, you want to go to the Middle East and do things, good, go ahead, do that. You should. But by trying to lessen the United States of America in the eyes of the world, or lessen the United States of America, our wealth or our standing, it just lowers the rest of the world. It doesn't bring the rest of the world up. You see, when America does well, the rest of the world does well. High tides lift all boats. See, liberals want to punish people and bring everybody down. Never works. Never works. Never has, never will. Let's see. Bill thinks Obama has no class. Joanne says he just needs to fade in the wallpaper. Go away already. Brian says no politician can shut their blanket mouth. Well, as sick of Bush as I am, I don't remember him talking during Obama. You know who else didn't do a lot of talking during Obama? McCain. Mr. Maverick. Boy, was he quiet for 8 years. All of a sudden, Trump gets elected. He gets all mavericky again. Yap, 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 yap. But boy, during Obama's administration, man, was he quiet. It's almost like Republicans kind of liked him there. Gave him something to complain about or just agree with. Ruth is sick and tired. She's from Missouri. Tom says he should respect our system and our electorate. Yes. Oklahoma says, slap Obama. No. We don't take anything. We do not take anything from our ideas into the realm of the physical. That is not what we do here in the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. It's not the right thing to do. Lori thinks Obama is evil, treasonous, lowlife. Sharon says there doesn't seem to be a code of decency anymore. Of course he should, and the Bushes should refrain from negative opinion as well. There are lots of reasons. Most people with common sense would get it, but then where's common sense anymore either? Same with Bill Clinton. He needs to shut his trap too. Kevin says no class. He should keep his yap shut, period. Grand Junction, Colorado. David, no class. Yes, he needs to shut up. Sophie's got to realize he's no longer a representative of the United States. Absolutely, he is not. And it's funny how, Harry just fawning all over him. Just fawning. Oh, Obama's the best. He's a leader that's over. Helen says he should shut up. He wants to make himself relevant again. He's a waste of time. Ellen says he didn't shut up when he was president. He's not going to stop now. He thinks he's still important. Wilfred says he's not the president no more. He should shut his trap. Sandy says he should have shut it 10 years ago. What an arse. Marilys says Obama had his chance. 8 years. He chose to party, travel, golf, strut around, and party in Hollywood. Find a job or retire. Give it up, Obama. You never were any good. You should step aside gracefully and shut up. One of the things I was noticing, on my vacation, and I'm still on vacation. I just thought I'd come back and do a quick show today, and maybe, I don't think I'm going to do one tomorrow. I might do a New Year's Eve one. I don't even know how many people are there today. It's kind of, and so that's why I need you to check in. Some thumbs ups, some hearts. And by the way, when you're looking for something to do, please download the HearMeOut app. Please download and follow me on the HearMeOut app. It's really simple. You just download it on your iPhone or your Android device. You find it on the Google Store or the iTunes Store. Download it. It's free. And then if you follow me, Rusty Humphries, just type in my name, and it's not coming up right. I think you have to type it together, Rusty Humphries, one word, or hashtag Rusty, you can find me. And then you'll find my picture, and there's a little plus, and you just hit the little plus. That means you're following me. And then on any one of my posts, or if you post, type in the hashtag Rusty, and you're going to be in for a drawing for a $100 gift card to Amazon, courtesy of our friends at the HearMeOut app. We're going to give it away before the end of this year, so you've got just a little bit of time. I wouldn't wait. Plus, it's fun stuff on there, so go do that right away if you would, please. Jim says, isn't he attempting to undermine the presidential agenda with a foreign power sedition? Why, yes, it is, Jim. Elaine says he needs to take himself and his family and just leave. Tina says Obama should just shut his trap permanently. Nobody cares what he has to say. Kathy said yes, he should. No one cares what he has to say anymore since leaving office, all that money he took with him. Oh. So we're finding out more and more about the fake Russian dossier. We now know that it was the Clinton campaign that gave money to the DNC because the DNC had no money. So all the money went through the Clinton campaign. And they started paying that Russian dossier. They made up a bunch of crap about Trump. Then they gave it to John McCain, who's another traitor. And John McCain got it out to the media, is what it looks like. Does anybody remember where the Obama birth certificate thing started? No? Yeah, that was Hillary's campaign too. See, they're good at this. This is what they do. They lie and they cheat and they steal because the ends always justify the means for the left. Always. They don't care how they get in office. It's just like when somebody cheats to get in office and they're on the left. Nobody ever goes and looks at the voter fraud. Like we know for a fact. Her name is Loretta Sanchez out of California, and she beat a friend of mine, a guy named B1 Bob Dornan. Bob Dornan was a congressman. It's like in the Southern California area. And we know for a fact that he lost because of voter fraud. We also are pretty darn sure that Al Franken got in because of voter fraud. But they don't care. Second those guys are in, yawn. We're not going to pay attention to voter fraud. No. Well, Russians got in the election with Trump, and he didn't get in, and he didn't win the election because it was a popular vote. Okay. You don't want the popular vote. Unless you're in California, New York, and Texas. Maybe Chicago. All you need is about 5 cities. New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and throw in like a Boston or a Dallas. You'd have the popular vote wrapped up. All a Democrat would have to do is say, okay, everybody in those 5 cities, and I could be off by my math here a little bit, but you get the idea. I'm generally right here. I'm going to give everybody $100. I'm going to take it off your taxes. All you got to do is vote for me, and you guys' life will be sweet. That's what happens when you get rid of the Electoral College. It would be like, I don't know, you could make those like the capital city in the Hunger Games. All those cities would be taken care of. The rest of the country could be districts, and Democrats would be elected forever. That's what happens if you do popular vote over Electoral College. That's why our founding fathers didn't want Electoral College, or didn't want popular vote. It's too easy to condense power and have the masses who are asses, follow along. Yes, we'll follow what Democrats say. We'll do what the media says. We will follow. As a bunch of mindless zombies. So we don't want that. All right, lots of great comments here. I want to thank you all. Curtis says, my wife is sick and wondering why I'm logging on. You're logging on to hang out. You're hanging out with us. Linda says, you need to find a hobby. Is that me? This kind of is my hobby and my job. Hanging out. Maybe you're talking about Obama. Lots of liberalism is a mental disorder. Arthur says, if he's going overseas on his own, then chances are he's giving up our secrets for hidden money. No one appointed him any position to represent the U.S. to these foreign countries. Sounds like a traitor to me. I'm not going to call him a traitor. I'll call him a dumbass. I will call him somebody with no sense. I will call him somebody that cares more about himself and his politics than he does about the country. But I don't know that he's selling secrets. Gary says, watching this on Facebook for Liberty One TV. I'm doing good, Gary. Thank you very much. We love the folks at Liberty One TV. By the way, if you've not subscribed to Liberty One TV, you should find them. They're on all kinds of different devices. You can find them online. Go to liberty1tv.com and subscribe. They got a lot of great shows on there, and they're friends of mine. And I hope you'll go and support them. They deserve it. They really do. It's good people there. Shut his trap. He is smart, abandoned, decent. Make Obama disappear. If his lips are flapping, he's lying, says David. Christine says, yes, shut his ISIS-supporting mouth. He's done enough to bring our great country down and pull us backwards 60 years. Jim says Obama's not only bad-mouthing Trump, he's conspiring with the deep state, Comey, Mueller, and the rest to unseat him, whether it be trying to prove he's mentally unstable, and if that plan doesn't work, they'll try to assassinate him. Well, Jim, that's going pretty far. I hope you're not right. That's, again, we don't like to talk about injuring anybody. That's not what we are all about here. We need to be careful. Ann said he had the nerve to put Harry in the spot asking for a wedding invite on camera. Glad he was told the guest list was still being made. Yeah, Harry had a lot more class than Obama did there. You know? Let's see. Prince Harry asked, I think we got here.
Who knows whether he's going to be invited or not. I wouldn't want to ruin that surprise.
In a BBC interview, Prince Harry was asked, here, let me bring this video up so you can see it. He was asked if Obama would be invited to the wedding.
President Obama, you said he was the easy one to get. You got on well with him.
Yes, no, we share the same kind of mindset and the outlook on the charitable sector.
Well enough to invite him to your wedding.
Well, I don't know about that. That's we haven't put the invite or the guest list together yet. So who knows whether he's going to be invited or not. I wouldn't want to ruin that surprise.
All right, so see, actually, Harry was classier than Obama. You know, I don't know. I'm going to keep it quiet. He might not. You know, I don't care if he does. But he shouldn't be there as a representative of the United States of America. He's not. He was he lived his offices. He's done. He's done. It's over. It's over. By the way, one thing I learned at Christmas, I got one of these Yeti cups. And I've seen people with them before, and I go, it's just another thermos. I got to tell you, I've never seen anything like it. You can put ice in this thing, and 2 days later, it's still got ice. No, this isn't a commercial. I went to the Yeti store in Austin on my vacation. Unbelievable. Anybody else try a Yeti? Now, I know there's other ones that are pretty good, and they're like Yeti copycats. I think the Yeti is the original. This thing is absolutely amazing. And like I said, never seen anything like it. I don't know how hot. I don't like hot drinks that much, so I've never tried hot. But I'll tell you what, the cold, it works. It is absolutely amazing. Anybody else have a Yeti? That's my Christmas. Let's see, what else? That was my Christmas suggestion, although Christmas is over. Trying to think. I see any good. I saw a bunch of movies. I don't care about talking about them today. Let's see. Jim says he should. However, I should too. Jim says he should. However, you should too. He has freedom of speech. Just because you're conservative, I am too. You should know better than this. Now, there's a difference. There's a difference when a former president of the United States goes overseas and speaks ill about the current president or suggests things that are ill will about a current president. I don't know of a president in history that's ever done it before. I mean, even Jimmy Carter, when he's gone over and gotten in the way of other things, Jimmy Carter was a great ex-president. No, Jimmy Carter's the worst ex-president ever. He couldn't wait to get in the middle of a bunch of stuff he didn't belong in. But he never spoke ill of the president, even if it was Democrat or Republican. He never did it. I don't think Clinton did. I know Reagan never did. You know, Republican guys, when they're done, they retire and they shut up. Democrats, because government's their life. Because government's the only thing they know. Because government is the be-all, end-all of everything for Democrats. These guys never shut their mouths. Ever. Jimmy Carter's still talking. Jimmy Carter was elected president when I was in 6th grade. I remember it. I remember my 6th grade teacher, Mr. Hurst, making a little peanut with a smile. And, hey, Jimmy Carter's awesome. And I didn't know any better. I thought he was happy. I don't know. But Jimmy Carter won. I was in 6th grade. I'm 52 years old. And Jimmy Carter still are out there talking, although he's getting older and not talking as much. Bill Clinton's out there talking. But Barack Obama as a former president, and the most recent former president needs to keep his mouth shut. He doesn't have the same freedom of speech you and I do. He was given a gift. George Washington said, and I'm paraphrasing here, but George Washington said that the title of president is a temporary gift from the people of the United States. He didn't think you should be called president for the rest of your life. As a matter of fact, he was called general after he was president. And Obama should not be called President Obama, and Clinton shouldn't be called President Clinton. Those are temporary titles that we bestow upon people that we elect. I don't care who it is. Bush, the same thing. President should be while you are in office, and that's it. Now, we've changed that a little bit. We use the title of president, congressman, senator, whatever, and we do that as a way of respect. I understand that. But what Obama has to understand is that he is not still the president. Unfortunately, overseas, his voice carries weight, and he needs to be quiet and supportive of the current administration, whether he likes them or not. That's what I think. What do you think? Jim doesn't agree with me. Let's see here. Jerry thinks Obama is smart and decent. John says his admissions are collusion with foreign governments by his statements overseas to undermine the election of our U.S. president. Patrick says Obama is the shadow government. He should be prosecuted for treason. Okay. Vincent says, no, let him talk a little bit longer. He'll say something that even ones overseas will arrest him for. No, they won't. There's nothing Obama could say that is going to make the left or people overseas not like him. Nothing. Jerry says, never. He is a gentleman. Obama's a gentleman. No, gentlemen don't speak out of turn. Gentlemen don't try to undermine a current president, no matter what party he is from. A gentleman who is a former president of the United States, his job is to be a goodwill ambassador, an ambassador of goodwill for the United States of America, not out there yapping, trying to get their own political agenda out there. Once you have served as president of the United States, you are done. Retire, be quiet, be a goodwill ambassador, be a cheerleader for America if you want, but don't say anything bad about the current president. Again, Democrat or Republican. And Trump shouldn't do it when he gets out of office either. Tim checking in from Canton, Ohio. Another Jim says, what about the dangers of starting a race war? I don't know if that's what he's trying to do here. Phil says, why do foreign leaders even talk to him? He can't help them because it makes them seem cool. I mean, if you look at Prince Harry, it's like he's a rock star. Because everybody says he's cool, they believe he's cool. And again, it's style over substance. There's no substance in what he says. It's just style. Charlie says, let him speak. He's just like Pelosi and Schumer. The more he talks, the more it helps Republicans. David says, wow, my wife just served me a delicious dinner. Good for you, David. Lois says they would do nothing more than allow a fake news of last word. That's not what I voted for. I voted for a fighter. Boy, you guys have some good comments today. Lots of good stuff. Vicky thinks he should just fade away. Let's see. He and Hillary need to find a mole hole and crawl into it. Dolores says he's so full of himself. I have a higher respect for Prince Harry. Does he know he's being manipulated? That Obama thinks he is a wuss and wants to figure it out. I thought we would not have to put up with Obama anymore. It's like a bad dream. You can't stop. Again, Harry's young. He's been coddled his whole life. I mean, his dad is Prince Charles. I mean, one of the biggest left-wing loons ever. Prince Charles is a complete moron, and that's who these guys grew up with. So I give them a pass. I got to be honest. Let's see here. Mike's watching. Demetrius says Obama did a good job as president of the United States. Demetrius, can you give me a couple of examples of what Obama did that was so good, and why, after 8 years, our economy was still so bad. Why was this one of the worst recoveries in American history, one of the weakest recoveries in American history? Why is it good people still have had hard times getting good jobs after the 8 years of Obama? You want to blame Bush for the 8 years? And here's the other one. I remember when Obama came into office, he spent more money than all presidents combined doing the stimulus package that was going to be shovel-ready jobs. You remember that? Shovel-ready jobs. And all these jobs were going to happen, and all the infrastructure was going to get taken care of, and he's just spent. Why is it that we're still talking about infrastructure? How come Trump is talking about infrastructure? Why are trains falling off of the tracks in Seattle and infrastructure problems all over the country? I thought we already paid for that like 8 years ago. What happened to that money? Let's see here. Ramon says this guy should just do us all a favor and fade away. He made the money. Shut up, go far, far away. James says the Bushes and Clintons are globalists. Jim thinks Antifa and other groups are trying to spawn a civil war. I hope not. Let's see here. Patricia says Rusty blows. Thank you, Patricia. James is a Missouri deplorable. Esther says he can blab all he wants. Nobody really gives a rip. Some people will hear him. Then when he's gone, people don't give a rip. Kathy thinks he needs to shut up. Sheila's going to win. Peter's in Lake Havasu. Marty says, glad Obama's gone. Hope Al Sharpton never gets to the White House again. All right. Lots of great comments. Keep them coming. Make sure you check in. Let us know who you are, where you're deplorable from. Also, give us some hearts and some thumbs up. We love to see those. I want to remind you one more time, if you would please go to the HearMeOut app and follow me, Rusty Humphries. And if you do that, and in any one of my posts or any posts that you're in, type in hashtag Rusty, you will be in the drawing I will be doing before the end of the year. And you could win a $100 gift card from Amazon, courtesy of the nice people from the Hear Me Out app. And next year, next month, actually, we're going to be giving away $100 gift card, I think, every week in the month of January. Trying to figure out, we're going to play a game, figure where in the world is Rusty Humphries. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll be able to play along. That'll be pretty cool. Anything else? Oh, they lost power in Disneyland today. Everybody's okay, though. I was at Disneyland the other day. I'm glad that I got out before that happened. Anything else? Oh, it looks like this was more people spent money this year than any Christmas in history. Congratulations. America's coming back. The Trump economy is bouncing back. That's awesome. Cold blasting the heartland. If you're in the heartland and you're cold, I am so sorry. Bundle up. Be safe, if you would please. A third of U.S. homicides. You want to guess where 1/3 of all homicides in America, you want to guess where they are? Rahm Emanuel and Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's hometown of Chicago. That's right. 5 Chicago neighborhoods is where 1/3 of all U.S. murders take place. Wow. And what else? Wealthiest 1% are $1 trillion richer than us. Yeah, I don't like that. Anyway. Well, I just want to check in. I just kind of got a little bit disgusted with Obama. I thought you might too. And I just wanted to hear from you. Nothing too exciting today. I might do a show. Tomorrow I won't. I'll be traveling. And then that's Wednesday. That'd be Thursday. So Friday. Normally I take Fridays off, but I might do one on Friday. Maybe we'll do kind of a year in the review. Who were the biggest idiots of 2017? What were some of the good moments of 2017? We'll do some positive stuff, too. And did you think that Trump has done a good job or not? I think he did some things good, some things not so good, but we'll talk about that too. Do me a favor, follow me on the Hear Me Out app. Hear Me Out. Follow me. Just go to your phone, download it from your app store, and follow me. Hashtag Rusty. Type that in. You'll be in for the $100 gift card from Amazon, courtesy of the nice folks at the Hear Me Out app. Don't also forget to like my Facebook page. My name is Rusty Humphries. Follow me. Look for me in a blue shirt. There's a couple of Rusty Humphries pages out there. Also, follow the nice folks at Right Wing News and Liberty One TV. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is Rusty Humphries. We'll see you next time here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion.